I'll give it like 2 more seconds.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There we go.
Whoa.
Make sure to speak up. All right. We're
Who
gonna
do it
do
be?
Hello.
This is Imp of the Sun, the first game by its developer, Sun Wolf. Yeah, let's continue. Let's start from the beginning. It's gonna be English. I could make it Espanol.
Spanius.
Yeah. Our land will soon disappear. Do we want to do voices since they sort of have like sound effects? Unless you succeed.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Oh, a solar eclipse
Oh
and
no!
a comet. Make a wish. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are shooting stars?
I guess. Defeat those who stole my power.
I like his little tail.
Yeah,
He's like a little monkey man.
Yeah. He's a little monkey man. He's got like the little tail. He's
imp-
got like the. He's got a very small, very babyish design. It looks like he's a bib. But have you noticed that?
Welcome to the stream, Philosophy.
Hello.
What did they say?
They say they exist to show support.
Nice.
I too exist to show support.
Thank you for supporting your show of support.
My nose is completely clogged because of the pollen in the air.
What's wrong with this image?
I don't know.
Jump isn't as high as your regular jump?
No, I got a double jump right off the bat. This is a Metroidvania, but I get the double jump immediately.
What do you expect? You're a nimble little monkey man.
Hello, small, strange girl. Who wants to voice her?
Biddy can.
Okay. You came from the sky, and you're made of fire! So Grandpa was right. The sun did send someone to end the eclipse. I must say, you're not what I was expecting at all for someone that's about to fight against a corrupted empire. Anyhow, what's your name?
Yeah, let's go with Imp.
What? That's not a name. Otherwise I'd be little girl and Granny would be old woman.
Is she not old woman?
Is she
You know
not
what?
a woman
From
that
now
is
on,
old?
I'll call you Nin. Nice to meet you, Nin. I'm Sienna. I love collecting things. If you find a collectible, be sure to bring it to me. Also, take this so we can take in touch. It's one of my grandpa's crazy inventions.
It's a radio. Grandpa's invention acquired. Radio.
I'll voice her. I use the best the sun could send. I would laugh if it wasn't so tragic. I am Mish, and this is my property. Don't burn anything we might have, and we might just get along fine. Any questions? You're here because you have a purpose. That is all. But defeat the four keepers and then the eclipse.
Why?
Why?
Well, you see,
God, I'm
the
getting
age
full
of fire
contact.
is fading, and the four lords of Cinder must be brought back to stop the age of darkness. Something about the keepers stealing the sun's power beats me. If by wine the eclipse, let's just say that the world is being corrupted by it, we might just be the only humans left. Any other questions?
Where do I go?
I think I kind of know where to go, but let's ask anyway.
Oh,
There's a lever somewhere below ground. Find it and push it to lower the bridges.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you politely. You're starting to get very slurry in the speech. So either it's I'm guessing it's your allergies.
It absolutely is.
It absolutely is. Can you change the voice? Because it really is.
Alright.
Slurry voices are.
Uh.
Try something that doesn't sound that's
Okay.
not as rough on your nose.
If that's too hard for you, I can wait to see how you go against the keepers. Any other questions? Before you go, keep an eye out for Quipless.
Clipus.
They contain the forgotten stories of the world, and I happen to know how to read them. Here's one I found, so you know what you're looking for.
She must be royalty because she knows how to read. All
Why
right,
is it-
let's read Equipus.
Oh god, you actually want me to read stories?
Now I'm gonna read these.
Okay, I'll read these stories in a dramatic voice that sounds nothing like my regular voice. Are you ready? Let's go.
Since times before our old ancestors, a celestial being has inhabited our sky. A being with immeasurable power to create. Celestial beings. There's a typo right there.
A celestial beings.
Just as our parents are willing to give their lives for us, so is this god of creation. It uses its very own power to create and expand life. The most powerful being in the universe, yet a slave to its inherent desires. And so, every civilization that rose and fell, every plant that ever bloomed, every being that ever lived, was made by our god of creation, the sun. So, this is based in Peru by a
Yeah.
Peruvian team. So,
Nice. There's only two. I've only had two exposures to Peru in media. One is Emperor's New Groove. Fantastic movie, by the way.
A
I
great
don't know
movie.
how accurate it is, but
it's mixed. There's some accuracy.
Yeah, okay. And the other is the Peruvian Puff Pepper from iCarly and Drake and Josh. Don't hit the
Stop that.
llama.
Don't do that. That's rude.
Llama's gonna spit on you, and then it's gonna put you out. Oh God! I was making a
died.
joke. I was making a joke because llamas spit, and you're made of fire.
Greetings, my name is Quarry. I am the greatest explorer this land has ever seen. Before I died, of course. I'm here to help you, little one. Well, for once, I can pick up your ashes when you die and respawn you.
You hear that, unkindled one?
I can also save your progress anytime you find me in the world. I can also use any light orbs you get to level you up. And last but not least, we could always have a nice chat. Who knows? I may have some hints for you, depending on where you are. Oh, and well, this is embarrassing, but I lost most of my maps when I died. If you find them, I'll be able to take you anywhere you want. I'll give you one so you know what to look for.
Oh yeah, fast travel unlocked.
Yeah, so the way the
Oh,
maps
that is a
work
beautiful
is,
effect.
yeah, so once you open up a fast travel point, you can pretty much get there, but only if you have the map for that area.
That's interesting.
Neat.
Oh, nice. What did that do?
That is healing.
Oh.
Just like go down. There we go.
Oh, you're on a ladder.
This is very
Yes, it's working. Now I can talk to you from a distance.
this game is very God, what's the word? Hollow Knight-esque.
It's a lot more bright than Hollow Knight. By the way, we should definitely play Hollow Knight on the
Oh
channel.
shoot.
Oh, you died.
My immediate reflex was, a thing I can platform on, and I realized, wait a
Hold
minute.
B to charge your spear. Release to throw.
Would you believe if I said I've actually played this game?
Yeah. What is
You
that?
found a key.
It's a key.
Oh. Find the key, then happy you will be.
It opens these.
Hell
I
yeah.
like how the lock just fell off. Press
Wait, what
X
else
to
would it do?
attack!
Alright. The imp is very versatile when it comes to combat. Try jumping and attacking. Okay.
So how's y'all's days been, other than I know Silver's been sneezy?
Oh god.
I got a new power up. It's the slide!
Hell yeah, now you can Indiana Jones it. It's still weird that the slide was... Oh, I think you're supposed to slide under them.
Oh, shoot. No, I'm supposed to just beat them to death.
Okay. Still weird that the slide is one that you have to unlock, but the double jump isn't.
Yeah. But it has combat potential. The slide isn't that great. Its problem is that it stops when you hit the enemy.
I see.
So it doesn't really have any travel through. Which would be the
killer.
main desire of a slide.
My day's been pretty, like, defaultly okay. I just kind of woke up a bit ago.
Okay.
I woke up, like, an hour and a half ago.
The bar displayed below your health is your inner fire, IF. It's how I heal.
Yeah, you've already displayed that.
Mm.
Oh, nice. Bridges.
Yep.
That's the lever you were supposed to find.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, what's that? More health?
Way to go, Nin. Come back up so you can begin your adventure.
What's further down?
Let's see what is further.
Probably cool collectibles.
Things I can't break. Things I can't interact with.
Where could these paths lead?
And thing I can't interact with yet.
Okay, so stuff for later.
Oh no, stuff for later. My one weakness, curiosity.
How
What could it
dare
be?
it be later for stuff?
How dare I
Is
not
this-
unlock everything immediately?
How dare you not start? Oh, hey, what's that? How
It's a
dare you not?
collectible.
I'll reward you for it.
Nice. How
Games
dare
is
you not
challenging
start
for
on
you.
a new place?
Try leveling
By
up.
leveling up.
One thing I like about Metroid series, is the
Hello, little girl. Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling blue? Warm up by my fire. But don't get too close, or you'll burn. Whoosh.
Another phone call. Fuck.
big rip.
Alright.
I want to. God, I really want to play Dark Souls on the channel now that I've actually beaten it.
Alright, let's look at what I can level up.
I'm about to start fucking muting my fucking phone during this shit.
Alright, we got three options. We got my attack power, my inner fire, and my health. Let's see increase my health actually.
Oh, you can also do another, I think.
Yeah, I can do inner fire or attack. Let's do attack actually.
All right.
Yeah,
that's
be
only-
more powerful.
Because I'm
Only
gonna be
six-
smacking everything a lot, so I might as well be powerful.
Hell yeah! Who is
Actually-
poking me?
I'm about to start fucking silencing my phone.
You should.
Now all I did was tell you what to do, but you did everything else. I'll try to stay in touch while you explore outside this area, but my grandpa's invention has its limits. You'll have to figure out things on your own as well. Good luck, friend.
She mostly exists to tell you, hey, this area might be too hard for you after you die like 20 times. So So.
All right.
An old figure of the sun, the god of creation. So, how familiar are either of you with Peruvian myths?
I am not. In
Uh,
any capacity.
only like vaguely.
Hmm. Let's see
I
what's
know
in
it's
here.
different from Aztec, but that's about it.
That's fair. A lot of stuff is different from Aztec. So,
Aztec, Mayan, you know,
yeah, that's fair.
all of those classic South American civilizations.
So the interesting thing about the Incan Empire is that it's relatively young compared to others.
Damn, that's right. Peru was the Incans, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was what, like the 1500s? Yeah, it was founded in the 1500s, I believe.
Damn, that's pretty recent.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Is that the one that had the thing about the kids that were being like chased up trees and then turned them into monkeys?
No, that's Maya.
Oh, okay.
That's the Mayan hero twins. The Shrine
This
of
is
the
the Shrine
East.
of the East. From here, you can reach the mountains and jungle.
Yep. Up above is the mountains. Okay, let's chat. What do you got to say? Welcome to the Shrine of the East. If you keep going east, you'll reach the jungle. Or if you climb your way up, you'll reach the mountains. Both are pretty dangerous if you ask me. You'll probably fall a lot in the mountains or drown in the jungle. So, yeah.
Oh
Alright,
yeah.
let's see what the other way brings me, because I opened up 2 different paths.
Probably the shrine to the west. Because if you have a shrine to the east, chances are there's a shrine to the west.
What about a shrine to the west? Ever think about that?
You can only access it if you set the thing to Wumbo.
You cannot stop me from traveling west.
I
Yeah.
Wumbo, you Wumbo, we Wumbo. Get on the level.
That changed the face of an entire generation.
Damn it.
Classic SpongeBob.
Yeah,
It did everything modern SpongeBob is too afraid to do.
yeah.
Alright.
There we go.
I think my favorite part of that episode is the part where he's like, and here comes the giant fist. Wait, no, that's not an action figure. That's Squidward. Oh, and here comes the giant fist. Hell yeah,
Shrine to
you got the shrine.
westy. Eh.
Oh, it sounds like there is a shrine to the west.
Alright, what's to the west?
Probably a river. Oh,
Oh, shoot.
desert.
From here,
and
you can reach the
underworld.
desert and the underworld. It's never that easy. Time to find a lover.
Hell yeah, let's go to the underworld. I'm guessing that's like the last area.
No. You can go with these in any order you want, actually.
Oh,
What
hell
is it,
yeah,
little
let's go
one?
yeah, let's go to the underworld.
Welcome to the Shrine of the West. If you keep going, you'll reach the desert. However, if you descend through those stairs below you, you'll go to the underworld. Not stairs, the ladder. How dare you? I don't know about you, but the desert sounds slightly more welcoming than the underworld. But you can always ignore my advice.
Yeah, ignore the hell out of his advice.
Alright, let's do this. Boom. Okay, gotta find a lever that lets me into the underworld.
Is there a ledge grab?
No.
I think you need to get a better jump.
There is no better jump. This is the best jump in the entire game. How dare you?
Ah, I see. There's a thing that you can fire the spear to go back down. Fire the spear.
Yeah, shoot.
Hell yeah.
I think that's if I screw up. Oh no, that was how I was supposed to get through. Okay.
Oh. Almost. Oh god, Wumbo.
I think you only need to dash once.
It's a slide, it's not a dash.
Wumbo is 20 years old.
Wumbo's 20 years old. Gosh, that
SpongeBob is 23.
Yeah, the episode was January 1st, 2002.
Wow.
New Year's.
You can see him slide down. It's kind of cute. Oh, what's down there? It's so spooky.
Super spoopy.
It's so dark,
Probably
too.
Ghosts.
Oh.
Boy, oh boy, I sure wish you had a source of light.
Yeah.
What is it, little one? If it wasn't because of your mission, I would highly suggest you leave and never come back. There's barely any light or fire down here, so your inner fire will be limited. It may not even recharge at all. And not only that, but it will get dark, really dark. Oh yeah, good luck. Try not to get lost. Like me. I'm gonna
There's
level
a
up.
dog that's currently.
Yeah, you should probably level up.
Yeah.
So, unlike Dark Souls games, you don't lose everything when you die.
Hell yeah. That
But-
is.
You lose a little bit.
You lose a little bit, yeah. Just a little bit. We don't lose everything, so you don't have to go around recollecting.
Hey, you can get another of the gold things.
Yeah,
Whatever that
let's
is.
increase my inner fire a bit more.
That's your health?
No, that's my ability to heal. That's my healing factor. Ooh.
Ah,
Back
that
off.
doesn't sound good.
That sounds bad, actually.
Oh,
It's so dark.
no turning back.
It's so dark. You sure coming here is a good idea, Nin? Nin?
Ah!
Those faces, Nin. Don't
God.
get too close.
They're like the masks from Mario 2.
I guess. Oh, darn it.
Big rip.
Fool.
Slowly goes down.
Yeah, at least you killed everything on the way.
Ah, shoot.
Did you know? Mario was designed. Wario was designed to be much fatter than Mario because Mario's hat is set to M for Mini, while Wario's is set to W for Wumbo.
Eh.
Lumbo.
That new power may come in handy. In fact, it may just be the... Okay, never mind. Let's forget everything he just said.
Wait, what did he say?
Nah, he's not saying anything important. Don't listen to this kid.
What is that crack in space time?
New power, I guess.
Find what it is.
Oh, it's a black hole.
It's not just
Ah.
a black hole.
It's a wormhole. Can you not slide?
Come on, slide. Slide, slide, slide. Seriously?
There we go.
It's a combat arena! How did you
Oh,
know?
hell yeah. Oh god. At least it doesn't take away all your magic. God, the combat arena in Castlevania Circle of the Moon is such
How
shit.
dare you pick your skull up, you...
You gotta smash it with the skull hammer.
You bony fuck.
Oh wait, I
Yeah.
already healed. Okay.
I mean, it never hurts to heal multiple times.
Yeah, but when you're at full health, it doesn't really matter.
That's coward talk.
It's a big head.
That's a big one.
That do be a big un.
A big head. I don't know if I can deal with
There's
that.
a couple big
Okay, I
heads.
don't want to deal with that.
What's with that vignetting?
Oh fuck. That was what happens when my HP is low.
That ain't good. I thought your HP was that bar thing.
No, it's not the bar. I already told you the bar. Not
No,
my
the
health.
the bar is your ability to heal. You know, like like Soul in Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
it's my
just
healing
spawn
factor.
infinitely.
There we go. I
Hell
did
yeah!
it.
What is that?
You did it.
Oh my god! You're
It's
going supernova.
blaze form. Break
The
blaze
cat?
boxes. See in the dark. Deal more damage. Whoosh. It is the cat.
Oh. Okay.
Look at me. I'm Blaze the cat. Blaze form will help you see in the dark, turn on torches, break blaze boxes, and even deal twice as much damage to enemies. But it
You know.
basically
know-
slurps up my my super
your
form. So
stamina. But hey, you can do the torches now.
yay.
So in like half the Sonic games in which she appears, Blaze is from the future, and in the other half in which she appears, she's just from an alternate dimension.
You mean no, no,
Yeah.
that's not accurate at all because she appears in way more games where she's from an alternate dimension than from the future.
Ah, yes, the Soul Emeralds.
Because she appears in 2 games in which she's from a different dimension and 1 game in which she's from the
2?
future. So
2 games in which she's from the future.
what's the second one where she's from the future?
Shit, let me check.
Because I know she's in like Sonic Rush 1 and Sonic Rush 2 in which she's
Let's see what games she is in. Uh, Sonic Jump, or no, Sonic. Oh my gosh, she's okay. So in the
she
Rush,
appears in the mobile games.
well, actually, Sonic Team Racing, is that a mobile game?
No, but that's
No, that's a
kart
console.
racing.
In Sonic Team Racing, she's from another dimension. Sonic Jump. Blah, blah, blah.
Sonic Jump is a mobile game.
Yeah, it doesn't actually specify. Sonic Generations. Blah, blah, blah. She's from the future because it's Sonic 06. Also, there's a lot of time travel.
I don't think she appears in Sonic 06.
He does.
No,
Did
no,
you just say she doesn't appear in Sonic 06?
Sonic Generations. Sonic Generations. I'm sorry.
She's in Sonic Generations.
Everyone's there.
Yeah, she was there for the birthday party.
Oh, okay.
Even the Zeddies are there, I think.
No, they
Yeah,
aren't.
remember I like had trouble like fighting her or doing whatever her challenge was. I think.
I can use Blaze to spot invisible enemies. Ooh.
Oh, she's in Sonic Colors.
Really?
You
No,
can
she
use
is-
them
no,
to
she
destroy.
isn't. She isn't in Sonic Colors.
Yeah,
Oh,
she tended to the Soul Emerald.
Sonic
I think
Colors
sh-
has nothing to do with the Soul Emerald.
The wiki says in the DS version of Sonic Colors.
Okay, the DS version. Okay, that's different.
DS version.
Yeah, I'm never gonna let you forget that you said that she wasn't in Sonic 06.
You know who also wasn't in Sonic 06? Good game design.
Yeah, that's fair. It's no use.
It's no use.
No use.
It's no use for you.
God, I wish we could play. Is Sonic 06 on Steam? It really should
No.
be.
No,
They
the
removed
PC version was never released.
It was
Oh,
also removed from all online sales.
The only way we'd be able to play it is if you hooked up a 360 to a capture card.
honestly, I can do that. I just
Or
need-
PS3, but you know.
The PS3
No, I'd
version
get-
is
well,
worse.
I do plan on. Oh God, then I need to play the PS3. But no, I do plan on getting a 360 at some point so that I can play Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
The question is, how much are you willing to spend on a copy of Sonic 06?
Well, let's see.
I'm an idiot. Okay, let's see. Sonic 06, $20 at GameStop.
Oh, fair enough. I'm surprised it's low copies.
Yeah, you can get a Platinum Hits version for the 360 for $20 on eBay.
Hello, reoccurring
Yeah.
worm enemy.
Manual and game are fine, but the box art, it looks like it got some water damage.
I don't care. You think I'm gonna read the manual of Sonic 06?
No, the manual's fine. The back of the box art, though, is all scrinkly.
I don't care.
You know what my personal opinion is? I wish games would go back to making manuals.
Same.
Yeah.
Manuals are always cool. Like when they put in like the effort, it's like, oh yeah. So some of the manual for like Jak and Daxter is like absolutely one of the best.
Listen. The full color manual is like the sole reason why I bought why I pre-ordered The Binding of Isaac Rebirth for Switch, even though I didn't have a Switch at the time.
That's fair. Oh, hey, now you can go left.
Die.
Yeah, now whatever that is won't hurt you.
It's a creepy ghost in the dark.
Oh, the catacombs! Now you can fight the Grave Lord.
Gravelord Nito. More like Gravelord Dito.
You're
Am I
becoming
right?
so strong, Neen.
You probably level up. Actually, no, you still need like 200 to level up.
There must be a lever, hopefully close by.
Leave her? I don't even know her. Hey, what are those things?
Cthulhu's jealousy has been found. Ooh,
Cthulhu's jealousy?
I think I might have said Yantu.
probably. I don't know how to pronounce any of these things.
Well, typically, two L's is typically a Y sound, I believe.
What about llamas?
If it follows the same patterns as Spanish.
What about
Well,
llamas?
it is Spanish. It's Peruvian. It's one of the oldest Spanish languages.
Oh,
Well,
wow,
it's
you
one of the
already got
oldest
all of them.
South American languages. I'll give you that,
Fair
but
enough. I'm stupid.
Spanish is European.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Have you ever heard of the entire country of Spain? Oh, this ain't good.
Don't worry.
You're just
Ouch.
delaying the inevitable.
Ouchie, my bones! My flaming bones!
Yeah,
Bitch.
at least I respawn at a point where I can heal.
Yeah.
To be fair, I can heal anywhere. The main thing is that
Oh, is that a dagger of some sort?
Do be
It is,
looking
but I
like
can't
a
reach it.
dagger.
Fuck, it's behind an unreachable wall.
It's
It's-
behind the abyss tendrils. Can
Piss.
you burn it? Do they burn when you
No.
go blaze?
no, that's another power I get later.
I don't know why he
Piss.
didn't just fall down onto the thing.
Because he's built different.
His falling makes me fearful for my life. Not complicated. How dare they? Okay.
Looks complicated.
Ah, so they can only be attacked in the light.
Yeah.
Piss.
Ah, I see.
Uh,
He's supposed to go down and around. See?
the paint is starting to peel off of my vape pen.
A big rip.
Yeah. You fools, you skeletal fools. I was already better than you in every regard. Now I'm gonna just prove it by bashing your skulls open.
Crinkle their binkle.
Kringle fucker.
Grunk the spunk.
What is that big explosion in slow motion?
That is a combat power-up.
You know, hitting those things and killing the thing that fired them should give you an achievement called Return to Cinder.
Probably. I might already have it in that case.
I was making a Minecraft joke.
Hmm.
Return to Cinder is the achievement you get by hitting a blaze projectile back at him.
There we go.
You mean guest?
Yeah, gassed. Sorry,
Do I
not a
want
blaze.
an air attack, or do I want a ground attack?
Air.
I'm an airbender
Agility.
now.
And a firebender, which makes you the avatar. Are you the avatar, Hung?
Oh, this ain't Grizzly at all.
Hey, that's probably his corpse.
What do you want to know? Yes, this is my resting place, little one. I had high hopes that the sun would send someone like you one day, so I made all the necessary preparations for your arrival. Luckily, this lantern was the last one that needed to be placed, even if it cost me my life. But hey, maybe it was destiny. I think in death I was able to help you out more, haven't I? That is a very morbid way of thinking about things.
Hey, but hey,
He's looking on the right side.
But let's
Yeah.
see, who is this? Gunthu may just be your complete opposite. Just as you are small and malleable, he is big and rock-like. Just as you use light as a source of power, Gunthu uses darkness to launch surprise attacks. And
Okay,
make
so
no
he's a-
mistake, you'll be
he's the
fighting in
rock
darkness.
dark type Pokemon.
Unless you find a way around that.
Let's see, what are the...
What is this place? This is the Vertical City, just as eerie as it is beautiful. Wanna know something crazy? While creatures on the surface were corrupted by the eclipse, the underworld remained untouched. Everything that tries to kill you down here is instinctively protecting its habitat from intruders. Oh, and as far as the gem keys are concerned, they're both at the end of different mazes, one by the east and one by the west. I should level up.
So everything down here is just instinctively murderous.
Yep. Ah, dang it. There's no way to speed up attacks. This is the one flaw that I can find.
Oh no.
I have this bad tendency to like hit A in order to just skip text crawls. But yeah, that isn't working out for me here. I need to be more patient.
So, that means the person that you're gonna fight is a Tyranitar.
Probably.
Because they're a rock dark type.
Tyranitar is a pretty cool Pokemon.
I like Tyranitar, but honestly, I like Larvitar more because it's cute.
Yeah, Larvitar are cute.
I like cute Pokemon, and that is why when I play Pokemon Black, I am going to have the cutest on my team.
That's gonna be hard.
I don't care.
What I mean is you're gonna have to accept Vanillish as cute.
Why?
Because it is cute. It's the cutest Pokemon. Everyone just has to accept the ice cream Pokemon is great. How dare anybody assume otherwise?
I mean, I don't think there's gonna be room on my team for it.
There will be. You will make room.
Let's see. I'm gonna have Oshawott, and I'm going to have
You're not going with Snivy?
Well, I was thinking about it, but Oshawott is cute. Cuter. I'm gonna go with Oshawott. I'm gonna go with
Well, we'll leave that for when you
Emolga.
get there. You don't want to spoil what you're going to be having.
Oh, this is just what I think I'm probably gonna have. I am gonna have a Joltik. You can't change my mind.
That's fair. Joltik is pretty good. Galvantula is pretty good too.
I don't know what that is.
It's the evolved form.
I'm not gonna evolve it.
What? Well, why would
Joltik's
you?
cute.
I mean, yeah, but its evolved form is also cute.
Yeah, but its base form is tiny little.
And its other form is big, cool, and also cute. Here's the
Yeah, but Joltik is like 4 inches tall.
No, it's smaller than that actually.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like
shit.
2 inches.
What's this chinchilla looking fuck?
Um,
Oh, that's
Pinshu?
adorable. Yeah. I'm gonna get that.
I believe it to be that generation's Pikachu.
no, it's not.
No, Amoga.
Because every generation has to have its own little Pikachu.
I think that's
Yeah.
like one of the main flaws with like Pokemon moving forward.
Yeah.
Like Gen 2 didn't have its own Pikachu, did it? No, it had Pichu. Never mind.
Yeah, it had Pichu.
But Pichu is specifically part of the Pikachu line, so that's sort of like saying, oh yeah, Pikachu is Gen 1's Pikachu.
I mean, Pikachu is Gen 1's Pikachu, though.
Mm.
He's got you there.
That's fair.
Oh, what's this emo-looking Chomper? That's so cute.
I think I'm missing something.
I'm gonna get that.
You might be.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it evolves at 50 and then 64?
Is that Dino?
Yes.
Yeah, the dragon types in that game evolve way too late.
I mean, that's fine. I don't plan on evolving it.
They're also like end games, so.
No. Well, my ideal team is gonna be Joltik, Emolga, Dino, Oshawott, Cappuccino,
Man, they really don't give you the time to heal, do they?
Yeah, this game has a bad habit for like it's to just throw a bunch of enemies at you in a small room and sort of say, that's your lot. That's the enemy horde.
It really does not give you like if it gave you like 2 more seconds before it spawned them in, it'd be fine. But the healing animation takes so long.
I'm just gonna chase that skull across the map, aren't I? I give up.
I don't think he's getting that back.
yeah. He's played by Christopher Walken.
Hmm.
Real talk, the Sleepy Hollow movie with Johnny Depp and Christopher Walken is pretty good. Because it's like a detective film. A supernatural detective film.
That's fair.
What horror movies do you like, Biddy?
I don't watch movies.
I keep forgetting.
I'm very bad at watching things.
That's fair.
It's an eye gem.
It's a cracked blue eye orb. You know, they have the same puzzle in Oracle of Ages.
Well, you know what they say, there's nothing original under the sun.
Well, the sun's blacked out right now.
I need to find 2 gem keys to face the boss of this area.
Oh, nice.
This game is not long. I can beat it in 4 hours if I really want.
I don't want to be here for a 4-hour stream.
That's fair.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. What's
Vertical City is really cool though.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
the very
I
big fan of
don't
the
see any way
environment.
up. Maybe I'm going the wrong way. Maybe I need to go upwards.
What do you
There we
think
go.
you're gonna? Yeah, you've never been here. What do you think you're gonna play once you finish this?
You want me to play Pokemon, so
Well, no, I'm gonna be playing Pokemon.
Platinum version, right?
I thought I thought you were gonna start that after I finish mine, not on the same day, just so we don't have two Pokemons at the same time.
Fair enough. Pokemon can be pretty lengthy. I'd have to figure something out, actually. I have no idea.
Hmm.
Big rip. Uh,
This game was made by a very small development team, by the way.
You could play Broken Reality.
Hmm.
you
Sounds
jump on
pretty
that
broken.
fire.
How do you feel about Vaporwave and also, like, Webcore?
Hmm. I'd have to give it a look. You can kind of hover in this game if you just attack quick enough in the air.
Yeah.
Nice.
To prove just how small the development team is, the director
that
of the
Tom's
game is
Diner?
also the what?
Was that song Tom's Diner?
No, that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I am sitting
I'm thinking of The
at
Hustle.
a diner on
Legend.
the corner. I am waiting at the corner for the man for the coffee. Yeah, it's Tom's Diner.
No, I was humming to myself, The Hustle.
What?
You know, do the hustle.
heck is Tom's Diner?
Song!
Sounds
Not what I've
fake.
ever heard of. I think you just made it up.
No, it's an actual song. The opening is like. This
This is a Homestuck thing, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's an
Is it-
actual song.
Is it like a song that I could buy on cassette or CD?
Yeah.
Or is it something from like a TV show?
No, it's an actual song. It's by Suzanne Vega.
Okay.
Okay.
You can get it on Spotify, Pandora, YouTube. It was 1987 is when it came out, so you can definitely get it on cassette.
There we go.
Wow, that was the one thing?
Well, what happens
Wow.
is after you clear a combat encounter, the door doesn't officially open until you collect the reward.
Oh. Yay!
God,
I
you almost
did
got
it.
crushed.
I won't get crushed.
Not with that attitude.
Not with that attitude, you won't.
You know what always freaks me out? Like, I'm playing a video game, and I see one of those spiky, trap doors. Like,
Oh.
you know, the ones that are like castles?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
always get this worrisome feeling that as soon as I pass under it, it's gonna fall and just impale my character.
That is valid. I know something you could try streaming next week.
What?
Dad of Boy.
God of War?
Yeah.
I'd have to see if it runs, then I have to see if it runs well.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Oh, shoot.
Ah, damn. There he is.
Thankfully, he attacks slow enough that I don't gotta worry about him.
Oof. Oh, nice.
It's too dark.
You know, this
What you
reminds me
gotta
of
do is you gotta open up his weak points.
Yeah, by shining the light.
And then you gotta hammer him while he's vulnerable.
This kind of reminds me of a boss in Wario Land 3.
Wario Land 3 is like all the good boss fights.
Oh yeah, Wario Land 3 was the one that I had grown
Oh,
up.
you tit! You just body slammed me.
What were the bosses of Wario Land 3? Because I only remember like the ghosts that you have to light the 4 torches to get to attack.
Hey, his head's a drill.
Give me a second. Someone's making noises upstairs.
Okay.
Is it Ian?
Ian, what up?
Well, while Scraps goes to deal with his noisy brother, let's have a discussion.
Hello.
Hello. How do all of you feel about
It's the laundry. The laundry's being done.
Vaporwave? Oh.
Oh, fuck you.
You bitch. God, the healing animation takes so long.
Well, it probably doesn't take all that long. We were to say something like Hollow Knight, which probably takes longer. I guess. Maybe. Who knows?
No, Hollow Knight's pretty fast.
Hmm.
Yeah. Why does he smack like that?
It'd be frustrating.
Yeah, why does he turn his back?
Because he's trying to avoid the sun.
He's a darkness boy.
Once you light up the room, it's his worst nightmare. Oh shit.
Not to be confused with your best nightmare. I love the vignetting.
Yeah, it's purple, which everyone knows is darkness.
That's also like just shows the might be Islam.
Yeah, but the coloring is fun.
Okay, this is like a small nook where he can't reach me.
Nice.
That's good.
When all else fails, cheese the system.
It do be cheese, dangerously cheesy.
Now the problem is like,
Oh my god, he's red now.
yeah, that means he's extinguishing all the fires that he touches. But to move fast. Oh dang it, that's gonna go out now.
Oof.
Well, they've made this boss now very annoying.
Yeah,
That's just artificial difficulty.
there we go. I think I got him.
It's blue now. He has way too many iframes.
True.
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay.
Oh shit, he comes out from the ground.
Yeah, he does that.
Damn it.
Sounds like fucking Clash of Clans king, man. Fucking hee hee ha, motherfucker. This fucker with his hee hee ha laugh.
Yeah, bait him out.
It's probably the way to do it, to be fair.
Oh yeah. Kick his ass.
Dang it,
Oh,
didn't get
that's
enough
bullshit.
hits. Boo!
One more go. Oof.
God, my throat's so dry.
Drink water.
Like a peasant?
Yeah, water.
Water?
Water good for you.
There we go. He's down.
Hell yeah.
You win. Take the sun's power and leave. I don't want to die blinded by your fire. I always envied my brothers. They got kingdoms of light and life. I got ruins of death and darkness. But now as the fires of death claim my life, I guess I'll miss this darkness.
You know what always pisses me off in media?
What?
Whenever people portray like Hades as the villain. Because as far as the gods go, Hades is like
Ironic, isn't it, little fire?
the least problematic.
Little fire.
I mean, the most problematic it gets is if you take the it's the word you're not supposed to say out loud, and it's the thing with Persephone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not supposed to say that. To be fair, like that word in particular is
Non-consensual hugging, you mean?
yes, non-consensual hugging. So the thing about that is it didn't mean that when the Greeks did it. It was just sort of a thing where like the
It just meant like taking.
yeah.
It
Pillage, one may
yeah.
say.
Yeah.
There are multiple interpretations of the story. Ones where Persephone ran away with him to get away from her overbearing mother. Because let's be honest, Demeter is like very
overbearing,
possessed.
yeah.
And there's in almost all versions, Zeus was the one who told Hades, like, yeah, no, that's okay, without even talking to Persephone.
Okay, so we have cleared out the underworld. The underworld is now mine to domain over.
You still need to find the map, though.
Alright,
But, like-
Oh, you did? Well, you need to... There's still unlockables.
yeah, there's still stuff to unlock down there. But I can
I
get.
feel like I'm standing in front of a campfire. Are you becoming more powerful, Nin?
No. Wait, yes.
Wow, really? I knew I was right.
Take the sun's power for yourself.
That's why you defeated that keeper, to become more powerful so you can end the eclipse.
Yes, to
If
end
it's
the
true, then let's
eclipse.
keep going. I can't wait to see the sunset once this is over.
She's very cute.
The first thing she wants to do once the sun is back is see it go away. Oh, something is different about the land and energy in air. Did you actually kill one of them? What do you think? I'm getting my hopes up for nothing. It's probably just the weather. Maybe someday.
All right, let's see what I can give to her, because I get stuff for collectibles. Okay, she asked if it's okay to talk later if I say, I want to talk to you.
Yay, let's have a look.
Here's all my collectibles.
Oh, you actually got a
A
decent
very detailed ceramic of Yanthu.
Yeah.
A mantle.
All right, we get to pick our next location: desert, jungle, or mountains.
Let's go to the mountain.
Yeah, we were able to go through one in about like an hour, so I figure we can get another one in before we end.
Yeah, let's do the mountain. It was to the right.
Sure.
It's to the right and up. Piss.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do the
We
mountain.
went all the way to the bottom. Now let's go all the way to the top.
The mountain
You
is
and
the
now
one I
it's
did
time to
second
go
in my initial
up.
playthrough.
What?
I did the mountain second in my initial playthrough.
To be fair, mountain does very much sound like a second area kind of place.
That's fair.
I don't know, desert also kind of sounds like a second level.
I don't know. Desert
Maybe
sounds more
third?
like a third.
Jungle is definitely like a third level.
No, jungle's like a first level kind of thing. Like I get the feeling the intended order was jungle,
Jungle,
mountain,
fire,
desert,
jungle, desert, ice world,
underworld.
fire world boss.
Yes.
We can all agree that Underworld sounds like a final area kind of place.
Yeah, Underworld's probably should have been done last.
It's fine.
If I have to guess, it's probably one of the harder areas.
I think the mountain is a bit more difficult, but that's because like the mountain's main gimmick is that it has the fewest enemies, but they all exist to knock you off. So you just fall forever.
It's like it's like OG Prince of Persia, where like it all serves to like dying is easier than surviving. Because if you survive, then you're all the way back at the bottom.
Perhaps.
What? What?
You're platforming, my guy.
I know. I'm platforming.
I mean, you're doing something. I'm not sure if I'd consider it platforming.
You know what he's doing? He's doing his best.
I try. I try so hard. I tried so hard and I got so far, but in the end, did it even really matter?
Well, good news is YouTube is not going to copyright strike us for that.
That's just mean.
Is the boss of this gonna be like a giant bird or something?
No, why'd you think that?
Well, I don't know. Mountains are high up, so
I don't know, it might be a big goat.
okay, that's fair. Could be a llama.
Or just a dude.
Oh my god, I love that solar eclipse.
It's very beautiful. I mean, the world isn't bathed in blue darkness, but like it's got like a creepy charm to it.
I like the solar eclipse in Dark Souls 3.
That's a neat effect.
Yeah.
All right, what do you gotta say? Ascension. It's all about ascension from here on. Get to the top and try not to fall. The fastest way upward is through this cave, but you may need a very special set of skills to reach the top. Still, it's worth a shot.
I have a
Maybe level
set
up.
of
You're like
skills.
Can I level up? Yeah, let's see what I can level up. Nope.
nope.
No. Yeah, no.
Close. You're close to leveling up your damage.
Yep.
Not quite there yet though. If only.
Good.
If only the woodpecker sighs, the bark of the trees was as soft as the skies. And get me out of here! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! There we go.
You almost died. You know, I've never actually seen Taken.
Me neither.
Well, yeah, but you don't watch movies. We've established that.
Why did my quoting "best movie of all time" holes remind you of Taken?
Particular set of skills. Earlier,
Oh, okay.
the guy said that you need a
The ghost man said.
Yeah, he said you need a particular set of skills.
Taken's not a bad movie, but its sequels are all garbage.
I never said it was a bad movie. I just said I haven't seen it.
I know. I'm just commenting. I'm not saying that you said it was a bad movie. I'm just saying that it's garbage. That sequels are garbage. It's garbage is all sequels.
It is very memeable with the with that.
With the big
quote.
speech.
Yeah, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want.
But I will find you.
And I will kill you.
It
God.
goes so slowly, and then it's like.
You should watch. I know you don't like, or I know you don't. You're not gonna watch like all of BoJack, but there is one episode you absolutely should watch. It's called Thoughts and Prayers. It's where they're trying to make a spin-off of Taken, involving his niece, Miss Taken. Like they just refer to Liam Neeson's character as Mr. Taken.
Mr. Taken.
You remember Mr. Taken from the Taken series, from the movie Taken? Of course I do. Well, we want to make a movie about his niece, Mistaken. Thoughts and Prayers is legitimately one of the best episodes. It's
Alright, time for the most obnoxious enemy.
Hey, it's a bird.
The bird. It's a
It's
plane.
not a
It's
bus.
obnoxious.
It's a frog.
Ah, fuck you.
It's a bullet hell.
Ah, die!
God.
Die.
God, when I was playing Dark Souls, I was so surprised when I got to Manus and it was a fucking bullet hell.
Dive at me, dang it.
Wait, can't you throw your spear at him?
Yeah, but the spear's range is sort of hibbly.
And also,
Mhm.
it just hit him and did nothing.
Yeah. Ah, fuck you.
Oh, that's cheap.
Oh,
Oh,
that
that's a
got you
bird time.
300 points. 300, that hurts.
Haha, that's the movie by Zack Snyder.
But oh yeah, no, yeah, yeah, that was Zack's one of the good Zack Snyder films. The few and far in between good Snyder films.
He's done plenty of good films. I mean, the thing is, you either love them or you hate them because they're all up to personal taste.
I think he's got like one really good movie and a couple okay things.
Look,
the
I
one-
know you really like the Owl movie, but
I do like the Owl movie. It's good. It's really good. It's beautiful. It uses the slow motion at a point to. It's not slow motion for the sake of slow motion. It's used in narrative, when it's narratively important to like showcase character development, which is a huge step in restraint for Zack Snyder.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, I'm just still looking at I'm just still looking at Walkmans on eBay.
Oh hell yeah!
And for about 40 bucks, there's a listing here. It has a tested working Walkman. I believe it to be cassette only. I don't think this is a radio
Boom, got 'em.
Walkman as well.
Hell yeah! Now don't
Fuck
die.
Yeah.
What did I just say?
yeah, you see, it was a speedrunning tactic. I
you
got the
fucking
wall
speedrunner.
jump. You can now use walls as platforms to jump.
Hell yeah! Wall jumps are actually really, really fun.
Nice. So yeah, it comes with
Yeah.
a working tested Walkman. It has a bass boosting thing, but also it comes with a set of stereo speakers.
I thought you were gonna say it comes with a set of skills.
No, it comes with 2 stereo speakers that you can plug into it, like they're little.
Oh, nice.
It's only 40 bucks. If that's still on sale by the time the money gets into my credit card, I think I might pick that up.
Go for it. I know you love retro crap.
Let me see if the WMEX 122 is pretty good.
Retro stuff is cool.
The model is from 1996. It's the exact same as the FX 123, but without the radio.
Oh, what do I level up? Do I upgrade my health or do I upgrade my
Health.
fire? I'm trying to upgrade my damage because that's always kind of useful.
You should upgrade your health because you've been taking a lot of damage lately.
I am not. I heal pretty fast.
Yeah, but you died in the last fight like 3 times.
I did not. That is a bold-faced lie. I am insulted.
Oh man. Only has some health to help with that.
I can heal pretty relatively quick, so.
pretty relatively quick. What's that symbol next to the stamina?
That's
The sun symbol.
That's if I'm in the light or not.
Well, the because it was a crescent moon in the underworld.
Hmm.
Yeah, it just means if it's dark or light.
Does that have any greater mechanics?
Yeah, it determines how quickly my sun power recharges.
Oh, okay.
Like if it will recharge naturally, or if I have to find like a fire.
That's good to know.
Hmm.
Surprised you didn't use your roar to freeze the bird when fighting it.
I did not. My roar was not powered up.
Oh. I didn't know you have to power it up specifically.
Yeah, that's powered up.
Does it not just
Oh,
like
fuck
recharge
you.
on its own?
Probably heal.
Yeah.
Now the roar is powered up by defeating enemies.
Oh. Okay.
That makes sense.
Try this one.
Those slopes. I believe in you. Why don't you just like double jump over that tiny spike?
I can't double jump. There we go.
Yeah, just tank the damage.
Yeah.
Fuck you, worm.
Quick,
Yeah,
destroy the
great.
cairn.
The what?
The rock cairn.
Those
Hell
are
yeah.
sacred. You don't destroy them.
I mean, you just did.
I mean, that was in the middle of combat, so
So it's okay if it's collateral damage?
yeah.
Birds. Oh, yes! You managed to hover all the way. Oh, nice. That's an actual shortcut, because now you can just wall jump up it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. God. I'm running out of things to say.
Why don't you look up some Peruvian mythology?
Okay.
I was gonna say Silver, so Silver can learn something, but
I'm dyslexic, like extremely
fair enough.
dyslexic.
Okay.
So I do know one Peruvian myth.
I'll look up Incan mythology.
So I do know one Peruvian myth off the top of my head. It's their founding myth. You know how like a lot of cultures will have like founding stories about the guy or woman who discovered their city, right?
Yeah, like creation and all that.
Yeah. So the Incans have their first king as Manco Capac, whose name I probably butchered. And he's a demigod, as most are. Though it varies from telling to telling. Sometimes he's full god, sometimes he's just plain old human. Well, he has 4 brothers, and he's related to the god of the Incan people. And he's been told, I want you to come on down here so I can smack you. And God says, I want these humans to learn, and I want that you to make a massive golden city for them. So I want you and your 3 brothers to go out and find the best place to set this up. So it becomes a bit of a competition. Because, you know, who doesn't love a good competition? Actually, can someone else look this up? Because it is very hard to play this game and tell creation myth time.
Which one are you talking about?
The creation myth of Manco Capac. Mancocapac.
How do you spell it again?
Manco, Manco, and then space, and then Capac.
Okay, I got it. Ah, the founder of Cusco.
Yeah. Too bad all these towns are nothing but empty ruins. Not a single soul lives in them. Well, maybe a soul or two. I should know, right? Hee hee. To reach the very top, you'll have to do some careful platforming from here on. One mistake could mean your uneventful death. Even if falling to your demise does sound pretty eventful. Yeah, fuck you, bird.
He's feet Manco Capac is featured in a Scrooge McDuck comic book, The Son of the Sun.
Of course, as always.
Nice. You know you've made it big when you're in
Are you
a
just reading the
Scrooge
Wikipedia
McDuck
page?
comic.
Yeah.
Okay, can you actually read it out loud?
Oh.
If we're gonna just read it, because Silver's not gonna read it, and we might as
Yeah,
well let the
okay.
audience know, because otherwise the audience is just gonna be like, what are they talking about?
Manco Capac, which translates to royal founder, also known as Manco Inca and Ayar Manco, was, according to some historians, the first governor and founder of the Inca civilization of Cusco, possibly in the early 13th century, so like the 1200s.
Yep.
So not 1500s, but
Yeah, fair
Still
enough.
very recent compared to like other.
still pretty recent.
Woo!
He's also a main figure of Inca mythology, being the protagonist of the 2 best-known legends about the origin of the Inca, both of them connecting him to the foundation of Cusco. Unfortunately, his main wife was his older sister, Mama Ukla. Mama Ukyu. Also the mother of his son and successor, Sinchi Ruka. Even though his figure is mentioned in several chronicles, his actual existence remains uncertain. Though he does have a death date of 2030.
2030? You mean he's going to die
I mean,
in 8 years?
1230.
12:30.
Oh man. noon. I can't believe it.
He dies every day at noon.
I mean,
Honestly,
he is
that
related
sounds
to the sun
very
god,
Promethean.
so...
Sounds like an SCP.
Oh, here we go.
Man, the man who
Okay.
dies every day.
That's cool. Oh, you
Unfortunately,
need
I
two
need two
gems.
2 gems. So let's slide along this
Do
side.
all of them have
Yeah.
two? Do all of them have 2 gem keys that you need to find?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Ah, here we
fine.
go. There's
Well,
one.
you can't get from that side. Ah. Yeah,
There we go.
Village.
Shit.
So what are the myths about Manco Capac?
Well, there's the Legend of the IR brothers.
Ooh.
It's one of the two main, like, god damn it, phone call. Damn it. I'll be back.
Okay. Oh man,
This is way too hard.
I do like the idea of like
There we go.
statues that are missing gemstones, which serve as the eyes. I'm always a big fan of that.
Yeah. It's a good aesthetic.
Oh, absolutely. And it makes it very clear when there's like something it makes it very clear, like looking at a statue, that something's missing. You know?
Ah, dang it, I don't think I was able to get that one in. I think that's like for 100% completion when I go back for,
Probably. Does this game have like New Game Plus?
yeah, it does.
The kind of New Game Plus that lets you keep all the power-ups right off the bat?
I think it lets
Is
you
it-
keep your health upgrades.
I like the New Game Plus that lets you keep your items.
That's not items, it's more like power up.
Well, yeah. It is a beautiful game.
It is very beautiful. It's got a very good aesthetic.
Yeah.
And
I
aesthetic
like
appeal
the,
is 80% of the 80% of the battle, as far as I'm concerned, half the time.
Half the time, all the time. It's 80% of the battle, all the time, half the time.
Aha. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I believe in you. I know you can do it.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So, the Legend of the IR brothers, according to Wikipedia.
Nice.
In this legend, Manco Capac, IR Manco, is the son of Viracocha of Pacaric Tampu, about 6 leagues south of Cusco.
How far is the league?
It's about 25 kilometers south of Cusco.
How long's a kilometer? I'm American.
Think slightly less than a mile.
He and his brothers, Ayar Aka, or Oka, Ayar Kachi, and Ayar Ucho, and sisters, Mama Okla, or Oklo, Mama Hauko, Mama Roo, and Mama Ipakura,
And Moma Imelda.
live near Cusco at Pacaric Tampu, and they united their people with other tribes encountered in their travels. They sought to conquer the tribes of the Cusco Valley. This legend also incorporates the golden staff thought to have been given to Manco Capac by his father. Accounts vary, but according to some versions of the legend, the Manco got rid of his 3 brothers, trapping them or turning them into stone, thus becoming the leader of Cusco. He married his older sister, and they begot a son named Sinchiroka.
That's one way to do it.
And there's the temple on Isla del Sol or the island of the sun, where the mummified body of Manco Capac came to rest.
Fun fact: Cusco from Emperor's New Groove is based off of him.
Really?
Yeah, he's an Incan king.
I love The Emperor's New Groove. It's such
The
a good
Emperor's New
movie.
Groove is a great movie. Yeah.
It is. I watched it last year again.
You know, I watched last night. I watched
What?
Well, I watched Shrek Forever After recently.
Great.
It's a good one.
But yeah, that is the good Shrek movie.
Yeah. Or rather, it's not the bad one.
It's the sequel to the bad one.
Yeah, it's the one that should be recognized as the third one. Yeah,
These birds are
'Cause-
so hard to hit. It's frustrating.
because the actual third one is so garbage.
Yeah.
It's the one with Rumpelstiltskin and an actual.
Yes. Come on, F you! Evaded that.
God, I can't believe he baited you.
There we go.
There he
Get his
is.
ass.
There we go.
Get every inch of his ass.
Get that man. Kill that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, boss time.
Yeah. How exciting. Who's the boss?
I do be excited. I'm
Do I
gonna
have
guess
the
it's a
map?
bird of some sort.
I do not have the map for this area, so I can't teleport there. Dang it. Is it a bird? Maybe.
A bird is my guess.
All right, let's kick this bird's butt.
So it do be a bird. That ain't a bird.
That is not a bird. That's not a
I
bird.
told you it'd be a dude.
It's a colossus.
It's a big
Oh,
hey, a guy.
we should totally play Shadow of the Colossus on stream. We should see if God of War can't
Hmm.
work.
There we go. There we go.
Oh God, you know what this aesthetic reminds me of?
What?
Tormentum.
Not familiar.
I know. It's a good game. It's a it's one of those games where it's like point and click where you gotta like walk and click on things. You know, like those old
Yeah, fuck
games.
you. I overcorrected on my jump too much.
Oof. That's always rough. But basically, Tormentum is you're in purgatory
Hmm.
and have to basically escape
That's fair.
and make
I
your
I
own.
would want to escape purgatory.
Yeah, it's not scary. Okay, despite its aesthetics, it does not have any like jump scares. It's just atmospheric.
There we go.
Oh, the bosses have names that are in Quechua.
Yeah.
Huh.
This is a game
Quechua.
made by people who are from the country.
That's nice.
Yeah. It's their
Yeah.
first game, actually, so I do want it to be a big success, hopefully.
It's the Aboriginal language of Peru.
Alright, Urku, let's bring it.
You wouldn't guess what Urku means.
Does it mean
Mountain?
stone?
It means mountain.
Ah, fuck!
Huh? Where are you?
I slid off the other side.
God. I just remember one of my favorite moments in Game of Thrones. Because talking about the mountain reminded me of the mountain.
He was like one of the strongest guys in the world for a while.
Yeah. So there's one moment where like so my thought process was talking about the mountain reminded me of the duel to the death where the mountain died. And then I was thinking about the duels to the death, and one of my favorite ones have one of my favorite moments where, so it's a duel to the death.
Oh, dang it.
One of the guys ends up like killing the other in a way like backstabbing or something like that, and the people were very disappointed because that's not honorable.
That's a lame way to murder a man.
Yeah, they were like, you don't fight with honor. And, oh, the guy like decapitated the dead guy, and it's like, you don't fight with honor. And he's like, I know, but he did. And as he kicks the head off a cliff.
What happened to the dude who did that?
Oh, he ended up being like, he was a mercenary, a reoccurring character,
Okay.
a big sleazebag. He made it to the finale.
Oh, was he the dude with the boats?
No, I don't think so. What do you mean the boats?
The Iron Fleet or something? I only know the series mostly from like people talking about it, but there was like one that was like, oh, this dude has like the Iron Fleet. Oh, come on.
I don't know, but he was given some kind of position of power because of reasons. He was working with Cersei.
Okay, yeah, then he's the Iron Fleet guy.
I'll look it up.
Or is he the guy who? Oh God, I don't remember. Cersei's the one who hates the Dragon Girl, right?
Yes.
Then he's the Iron Fleet guy, I believe. Keep your hands still long enough for me to break your gemstone.
I don't think he is.
Fuck.
Because the guy, according to the Wikipedia, the guy who commanded the Iron Fleets was a Greyjoy.
Well, who was the guy who cut off the head?
I'm trying to find out. Let's see.
If you can't even remember the name, then it must not have been that cool of a character.
Well, no, that is objectively false. I have ADHD and am terrible with names.
Yeah. God, I hate the whole like, oh, well, if you forgot, I guess it wasn't important. It's like, no, my brain is bad. I have memory issues.
I'm being snarky.
Okay.
I know.
Fuck you.
It's just
Braun.
Braun?
Yeah, Braun.
It's just growing up with ADHD. It's just like,
God damn it! It's so hard to hit that stupid gemstone. It's just hard enough that it's like obnoxious. Come on, punch me. Do it, punch me. Make my day.
Yeah, I also hate the mentality of, oh, if you forgot it, then it mustn't be important. Because, like, no, I forget my birthday some days.
What's your
For
birthday?
some years.
Yeah, sometimes I have to think and remember, oh yeah, I'm 25 now. I'm not 22.
My
I mean,
birthday is
I've been there. I was being snarky. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, we know you're being snarky, it's just that
Yeah, I get that.
Blake Strike's an actual nerf for us.
It's so
Yeah.
high. Yeah, come on. I just want to break his gemstones. I don't need to know how to defeat him. I just need his gemstones to break. Die. There we go. He's dead. I win.
Oh my god, he's got like flesh underneath the mask.
You must be it. The seed of the moon warned me about.
So the moon is the villain.
All that power, and yet the naivety to follow his commands blindly. I was naive once. In an attempt to free us from a godly creation, I enslaved us with another. Don't listen to them, to any of them. You will meet the same fate as us. Next time you look for an opponent, aim higher than me, little seed.
Well, there goes the mountain. Ooh, fireball.
Yeah. And then I immediately fall back down. Nothing says mountain like fireball.
Yeah. You want to call it a night?
How long have
you've
you
got
been
two
streaming?
of them? About hour 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get to the next area first. What do you want to do? Desert or jungle?
Desert.
Yeah, sure, desert first.
Ooh, okay, let's talk to the people first.
Oh yeah, because you can get more stuff and she'll let you level. Or she'll give you more points which you can use to level.
How you feeling right now?
Let's see. Confident, afraid, or all right? Let's say we're confident.
You're definitely growing stronger with each fight. The enemies also feel slightly stronger as well. It's as if the world's reacting to you.
To be fair, all they do
Active
is get more health.
enemy leveling. Just be careful and don't forget, I'm always here to help.
It's just more health. Silver, this is you.
Oh. I had my doubts, but now I know for sure you are indeed defeating the Keepers. May I ask why, Imp? Because I can. I see. Interesting. After a lifetime of waiting, I think our savior would be some outlandish creature fighting gods and monsters for sport. Life's sense of humor can be dark, but the punchline certainly is worth it.
I feel bad.
Why?
Because now she thinks I just want to fight. I want to save people. I want to save the little girl. Okay, what's the mountain dude? During the night, when the sun couldn't see or hear anything, the moon observed the keepers in search of their weaknesses. Oku was the first. Despite his monstrous size, he felt small and powerless compared to the sun. The moon visited Urku one night and deepened those fears. She whispered lies about the origin of our world and portrayed the sun as frightful and greedy. Urku was afraid of what would happen if the sun turned against them. After that night, Urku requested more power from the sun with the excuse that he'd use it to expand the empire. And so the sun gave Urku more of his power. And so somewhere in the mountains plateau I can find this one. I like that they tell you where each of them.
Yeah. On top of the vertical city.
Yeah, just have to Do my double jumps. I need to go back.
You need to level up.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn in my collectibles. For power!
Yay, let's have a look.
Is that it? I only picked up one. Alright, let's level up! Darn it, I can almost get my next attack bonus.
Oh, do you have any trinkets you can give to the little girl?
I already did.
Damn it.
Let's go smack some imps.
Yeah, go smack some dudes.
There we go. That's almost it.
Yeah, just like two more. Two more imps, I mean. Yeah, just one more imp and you should be good. Can you rest at the fire and respawn them all?
Yeah.
Lame.
Like, they sort of respawn pretty quickly though once they're out of your field of view, so.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one. Oh, so close.
There we go.
Alright.
609.
Are you not gonna run back to go level up?
Oh, right here.
Oh,
No, he's right here.
right.
He's everywhere. And nowhere. I am maximum attack power.
Oh no, not these little guys.
Oh no. Yeah, so the main gimmick of the desert is it's mostly combat.
I see.
Yeah. More combat than other places at least. I did it.
You did it.
I'm
Ooh,
very
I like those
smart.
masks. They are creepy.
What mask?
By the desert.
Oh. Ooh, okay, fair enough.
Did you get the map for the mountain?
No. I'll go back there eventually.
Off stream.
Next time.
probably.
Next time.
Yeah.
What?
Next time on Shaolin Showdown. Omi might be evil. Ooh, spooky.
God, that episode fucked me up.
Remember when they brought it back and there was like another Umi?
Yeah, they made Omi again, but this time it's French Omi.
Oh
Like
God.
that.
It's the exact same
And-
character model,
and-
but it's
hey-
French.
And he
Hey,
wears a blue shirt.
And do you remember that in that show they established that Chase Young is Omi's ancestor?
I hate it.
No, it gets worse. It was after Chase Young laid an egg and it got kidnapped by some D tier villains, and Chase Young needed Omi's help and promised to tell him about his family. You know, the character arc Omi had already completed by realizing it doesn't matter
Yep.
because it doesn't define who he is in the original show. So Omi helps him get his egg back, the egg that he laid, the egg that Chase Young laid. And Chase Young was like, "So about your family? Yeah, I'm your ancestor." It's paraphrased, obviously, but
Yeah. That is incredibly frustrating. There's always something I feel that when like something comes back and they're like, "Oh, this character is the son of this established character."
I think
Or-
it's more. I think the most egregious thing is that it completely ignores the entire character development of Omi in the original show.
That's fair. I get that bugs me too. What I mean is, it's like when a work comes out and it's really popular or something, and then like it gets a sequel series years later, and the sequel series for whatever reason just wants to connect all of the characters in ways they weren't connected before,
Oh man,
and
you
it's
would hate Once Upon a Time.
fair enough. Usually, like the reason I hate it is it's not like oh the characters are connected because like they know each other. It's more like oh they're connected because they're all secretly family.
Yeah, and that ruins the entire idea of found family.
Yeah.
Like but yeah, no, Once Upon a Time is very bad about having all the characters be related.
This is Dewey's Desert, little one. A place now known as a pillar, once known as a pillar of civilization, but now it's nothing more than a wasteland. Keep an eye open while you travel. These sands hide more dangers than you may think. I think that's it. So.
Alright. So, we calling it?
Yeah,
Until
we're
next
calling
time.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you everybody for watching. Definitely check out some of the other videos on the YouTube channel Rogue Gaming because there's gonna be there's lots of cool things on there, such as what did I
Games.
play on Saturday?
You played Tunic.
Right, and that did not record at all very well.
Yep.
So that did not get posted. There's
Metroid Fusion.
but there's Metroid Fusion which Scraps is playing and is probably going to beat next session next time. And there is Donkey Kong 64, which I started with Biddy.
Yeah, coming soon to the channel.
Yeah,
Donkey
it'll be
Probably be out by the time this is out on YouTube, but for
Yeah.
those watching the stream, it's not out yet. Please be patient.
Yeah. Fair warning, it is a bit choppy because the capture card I was using did not like OBS, but I have changed the settings around to be a little more accommodating. The future streams or the future episodes of Donkey Kong 64 should be good. Scraps, what's the comment challenge?
Okay, but before we continue with the comment challenge, I just want to let you know that years ago, I found a new YouTuber who was doing Spyro games. This was back when I was a teenager. And I was like really interested in following his content. So I follow his content, and he makes he starts a video for like Donkey Kong 64, and there's no audio. So I comment about this, and he snaps back at me immediately with a, "You're listening out of the wrong headsets. Your headphones are busted." Anyway, like within like a day, his video is down. So I'm guessing he realized his own audio was fucked.
And
But he never apologized.
That YouTuber was Ninja. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's a meme.
And that YouTuber was Ninja, and the whole bus clapped.
Yeah, the whole bus clapped. The president gave you $100, and this was back when Obama was president.
Probably.
I'm assuming because he was president.
When I was a teenager,
Like,
yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah, for 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's longer than whoever came after him.
Yeah. I wonder who that
Yeah.
is. I guess we'll never know.
It's lost to time because nobody cares to remember.
Yeah.
I think he was some overrated actor or some shit. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
God. Ronald Reagan.
only made like. I mean, definitely an Arnold.
Okay. So our comment challenge of the day. What mythology does anybody here know any really cool myths, like creation myths or like myths from like cultures that don't get enough attention?
Well, this one is from a culture that does get a lot of attention, but I really like the Norse myth of where like one of the giants stole Mjolnir and was holding it ransom unless Freya married him, and so Thor dressed up as Freya, got drunk and slaughtered everyone there and got his hammer back, which was completely unnecessary since they knew where it was. They could just killed everyone without him having to dress up.
To be fair, it was one of Loki's plans.
Yeah. Wait, was it? I thought that was. I mean, it definitely
It
sounds
probably
like one.
was a plan by Loki. I think the idea was he wanted to get Thor close enough to get the hammer without getting into a fight.
Oh, that's fair.
So it wasn't a completely unnecessary plan. It was genius. Okay, so Biddy, you got any?
No, I'm stupid.
You at least know the myth of Hercules, right?
Not the whole myth.
Heracles?
It's Hercules.
Heracles.
My brain dumb.
Hercules is Roman.
Did you know that Heracles had a twin sibling?
Ooh.
Yeah, didn't he kill him?
No.
Oh.
Iphicles.
Yeah. Oh, did he die on the Argo? I know
No.
Iphicles died.
If
something.
Iphicles dies, I believe, in the Trojan War, the first out of the two. The
Okay.
second one's the famous one.
Oh, okay.
I think it was the 13 against Troy or something. Anyway, I believe what happens is a Trojan king promises Hercules like a lot of stuff, and then he doesn't, and he reneges on his promises. So Hercules gets all of his buddies together, and they rampage through Troy, smacking it down. Which I think is partially why the Trojan War is such a farce, because they believe they could just do the whole thing again. Like, oh, we'll just show up at Troy's gates and do what Hercules did. Nope.
Nope.
Oof.
So I
Alright.
believe Iphicles dies there, but don't
Alright.
quote me on this.
Well, with that out of the way, there's nothing left to say, but good night, everybody.
I do want to say,
Bye, everybody.
if Iphicles historically is basically Hercules' stand-in whenever he can't show up to the Avengers get-togethers. Yeah, but like they just bring him in for like the boar hunts and stuff like that. Whenever Hercules is off on his own grand stuff, just funny.
Mm.
Anyway, see you all later.
Bye.
Vida Zane, dos vidania. That's Spanish for two vidanias.